We live, baby.
Hey, and we're back.
Okay, y'all know what it is. Happy Sunday.
Another That's How You Feel Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm with it. So today, how y'all feeling?
How you feel?
I feel like I look
Good in the mud.
Good.
Okay.
I don't feel good.
What you mean you don't feel good?
My tooth hurt and the Falcons suck.
I feel you. I'm sorry about that. I can't say that the same about my Bears,
Yeah,
who
you
just smashed Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Finally,
45.
He finally can't say that.
45
so
to
happy
10.
Bears won. Lord help him. Woohoo!
Okay. All right, but anyway, welcome, episode 3. This is all about dream chasing and goal setting.
Yeah. I'm excited about this.
I'm excited too.
This
This
is my
is right up
lane.
the alley.
This is my lane. So I'm excited.
Man,
about this.
I
I hate that you don't feel good today, Kev. Though
I know.
he
That's
swears
all right.
his too, but I told him somebody probably punched him in the mouth.
Right.
Nah, ain't nobody. I'm a shooter, not a fighter.
That's true. That is
Know what
true.
I'm saying? I'm retired.
No comment, because I'm not a witness to nothing. So
How was
okay,
your week? How was your week, K. McCall?
it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Kind of getting back into the swing. I got some things coming up, some speaking events and stuff. So
Okay, you want to tell us about it? Plug, can you?
Nah.
Are you not yet? Okay. Well, when you do, make sure so you can check it out.
definitely,
'Cause
it's for the kids, you know.
Okay.
Wood.
Well, how was your week,
How
man?
was your week?
What I got coming up? My kid's birthday all week. I gotta celebrate
that's
all
what's
week.
up. So you
Okay.
definitely got to get your tooth game together.
Yeah, I mean she don't accept that
I
as no
was gonna
excuse
say,
anyway. Be doing that all.
A dentist appointment should be coming up on yours.
I feel him on that.
I wish it's like I don't know. I wish I had more money or less money because it's like if you po like real poor, you can get all that stuff free.
Right.
Like I can go down there, they'll yank all my teeth. I be looking like Keisha Cole, mom, and then they give me some brand new ones. But if I make too much, then you know what I'm saying. I got fire insurance, premiums, and all that. But where I'm at right now, they just be like, "Oh yeah, Playboy, we see you in pain. We know you got it." They're gonna be like 4 bands to pull that too.
Right.
They just put you in a corner, you know what I
It's
mean?
a Memorial Drive.
See it
That'll
do
do
be.
it for the low.
And then
See,
they
that's
see
what
me
I'm
and
saying.
they
You
be
got to
like,
be wary of
I've
Memorial
heard
Drive.
of. Well, I'm just saying I've heard
As a
of it.
Stone Mountain native, one is to be weary. of
only by
Memorial
rims
Drive.
and beer.
Sometimes you either gonna be weary or hurting. So I would be a little bit better to be weary and not hurt no more.
Or you can go to Dunwoody, where I go, and get because I got to get this front tooth done. I'm so sorry, guys. The reason why I don't like to drop videos or show up in public is because of my front tooth.
It's a Bluetooth.
Okay? I'm going to be honest about it. All right? I'm going to be open and vulnerable.
That's how you feel?
That's how I feel. That is how I feel. Anyway,
Sometimes people don't tell on themselves.
I don't want to talk about my
Never
tooth
get in
anymore.
trouble with them because they tell on themselves.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna bring it back. I love y'all though, so we're just gonna bring it back. Cupcake.
Okay.
So let's bring it back. So we've talked about how everybody's gonna. Let's run through this news real quick today.
All right.
So what's hot in the news right now is, of course, Kavanaugh, which I'm tired of hearing about, and
He was
Bill
so mad.
Cosby, which I kind of have mixed emotions about the Bill Cosby thing.
Okay.
But
How do you
Kavanaugh,
feel
I'm
about
definitely
it?
over it.
How do you feel?
Kavanaugh,
Go on,
Kavanaugh,
shoot
I'm
from
over
the
this
back.
situation because
Both of them.
what I don't
Let's go.
understand about the Kavanaugh situation is why are we still going through all of this and he's still up to be
It shouldn't even be
to get his
an option
appointment.
anymore.
Like, why are you still able to be in the running of being able to be
Even
Supreme
considered.
Court? Like, I
'Cause
don't
it
even
wasn't in
understand.
criminal
And
court.
it doesn't matter. And they just found out the FBI is actually really investigating him.
person.
So that's another thing. And
FBI.
lastly, of course, Bill Cosby. At the end of the day, as a woman myself who's dealt with some things that have happened to me growing up, as far as, you know, just sexual misconduct or rape, molestation, however, irregardless, I don't care if he is the dad of everybody's, you know, growing up, whatever the case may be, because guess what? Some people's real fathers was doing those things to them. So 80 or 100, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go directly to jail.
Right. Go to jail.
Point blank, period.
I mean,
I don't care who you are.
What's interesting, I mean, because I grew up, of course, like everyone else, loving Bill Cosby and admiring him, and he was supposed to be, I guess, like the shining beacon of the right way to do things, not cursing. You know, he used to check Eddie Murphy. You You know,
No.
and, right? You know,
right.
But at the end of the day, he's turned out to be like this, and none of us are vulnerable. I'm sure we all have our own sides or whatever, but you know. And at the end of the day, he does deserve whatever comes his way.
Right.
Period.
Definitely.
If he didn't, you got to go, bro. And at the same time, he does deserve an opportunity to be spoken. I was listening to what they were saying, and you know, with some things about the case that because they do that. When they have a hard time getting you for other things, they'll tag you for something small. So that the case itself, the girl was like, they could only be tried in Pennsylvania. It was like a statute of limitations ordeal, and like, I'm not no legal. No, I'm not no legal. What does that even mean? I'm not a lawyer or some sort of legal professional, anything like that. But I do know that, you know, there was some.
I don't care if you feel like it was a witch hunt, and maybe it's just me as a woman, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care where they had to do it. I don't care if they did it on your grandmama's front porch. Nigga, if you're guilty, you're guilty.
Absolutely,
and this is how
I agree.
So that's I'm good on that. Kev, you want to hit on it before we move right on along? We gonna keep it moving today.
Got so much to say about Bill Cosby and Kevin.
Okay.
Well, go. How you feel about it?
The reactions that everything been getting like online has been shocking to me. You know what I mean? Like
what?
Like, you know, it's like women versus men now. Like all women. I've seen women post stories about their sexual assaults. Like they be like, I never told anybody, and they're posting it for the first. They posting it, and the first time they sharing it, they posting it or something. And then you got dudes. The first thing they're saying is, their first reaction is oh, that's messed up. Another black man going to jail. Like, look at all them. The white folks did the same thing. They could have went to jail. Right. And it's like, instead of like, it's like, it doesn't make it right.
Not a colorization.
It doesn't make it right. Like if he out here assaulting women, he should go to jail. The first thing out your mouth shouldn't be, it's white folks did the same thing. And just because they come from the cave or they come from the bowels, you know what I'm saying? Like that perverted and that pedophile nature and all that stuff comes from them kind of people. So when you start dancing over there, you start over there dwelling and hanging with them people, you can't appropriate their culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's true. And I see what you mean, because that goes into,
we got to have higher values and morals than that. You know what I mean?
The sexism about it is different than the racism part about it, right? You got to separate.
Yeah.
So there is a sexism,
and the sexism is trumping the race. That's what I'm trying to say. Sexism right now is trumping. Your gender is more important to you than your race right now, because you gonna stick to women right now.
But one thing you have to realize too is that there's anytime that there can be put in something to divide us, which is like the biggest thing going on with our culture in general, and I don't mean our culture just as black culture. I mean as us as human. It is the fact that we prefer to divide ourselves than to unite ourselves. So,
and this is another method to do it. It is, unfortunately, and also to finish. So what Cuzzo was alluding to, as far as the racism factor, is because when you see a Kavanaugh and a Bill Cosby both technically at the same juncture. Yeah,
because I didn't even know who Kavanaugh was until all this stuff happened.
Well, they're being handled totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like, for one,
and then it goes
whatever happens to Bill Cosby needs to happen to every other one of them. Every other.
Because what's the name? What's the guy who it first started with?
Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, Harvey Weinstein.
He still ain't in jail, is he?
Right. No. He finna go, but he still ain't gone yet. And
but didn't his stuff start before Bill Cosby's?
Yeah.
It was like around the same time.
But even more so.
Like, I don't
He's
understand.
not even the only one. The dude from NBC, I don't want to call out names like that, but there's
Matt Lauer.
Okay, there you go. Matt Lauer's another one. You know,
Matt Lauer's still working too.
I mean, that's proven. Bill O'Reilly, numerous others, right?
Yeah,
whatever happened to Bill, didn't need to happen to them. You know what I'm saying? At the same token, but even more so, with the Kavanaughs being dealt with, he still has an opportunity to run. He still it's even a consideration. You know, where we talking about this now, that in itself is insanity. And
they said they didn't believe the girl,
right? And I think just at the end of the day,
the lady,
we are affected. We have to understand that we are affected racially, we are affected sexually,
absolutely,
and socially, politically, intellectually,
absolutely,
financially,
all them leads, all of them, all of the leads.
And it's very important that we are mindful of this through everything that's happening, because as much as we want to party and play and bush, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
some real things that's happening.
It really is, and there are real things that are really affecting people in a real way, to the point that it really is affecting our lives and affecting the lives of those around us. But with that being said, we're gonna wrap up the news because we could go on and on. We are so opinionated, so definitely it's a lot that we could go and pull from on that. But again, today's show is about dream chasing, motivation, affirmations. And so with that being said, I'm looking at our producer to see if we doing good on time or we need to keep it rolling.
All right. So as we do prepare to go into this next section, we'd want to definitely open up the doors for any sponsorships. Anyone who's willing to donate, please feel free to contact us on booking. That's how you feel with YOU. Our intern made it YOU, not just you, but YOU. I shouldn't have blamed them. But that's you blame interns. That's the whole point of blaming. So they step their game
we
up.
just got through talking about why we're not gonna blame other people for stuff.
Unless they do it, then you get what you deserve. We also spoke of that.
You're fired.
Anyway, no, but
You're
no
fired.
blame, no shame. No, just kidding. So yes, absolutely. Please contact us if you want to be a guest on our show. We do look for independent artists, whether you're a comedian, musician, poet, any type of talent, even painters. If you want an opportunity to come and showcase what you got, your art, your talent, let us know. You know, hit us up in our email, contact our producer Shay or one of us if you know us personally, and we'll see what we can do about getting you on one of our future episodes.
Okay, with that being said, we've already talked about what is going on in the show. So if you like to call in, if you have anything like to say, make sure that you give us a call at 508-499-9674. 9674.
You gotta say it like that. 9674.
All right.
Straight off the east side of it.
Off the east side. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this week's show. This week's show, that did not make sense, did it? Not at all. So we are going to get into today's episode. Today's episode is about dream chasing and goal setting. Not to be confused. Well, you can confuse it with Memphis Bleak. Memphis Bleak.
Meek Mill.
Meek.
Why are we even thinking about Memphis Bleak? Why would you even?
Where did that even come from? Like that was like way.
Memphis Bleak. Memphis Bleak is. Memphis Bleak is.
All right, y'all.
Goal setting.
It, yeah. So.
That was a complete blank line. For
yeah.
me.
So we'll start it off. Needless to say, what motivates you to dream? What? Yeah. Yeah. What
The
motivates
subconscious, my brother.
you? Is that a deep question or what?
The subconscious does, my
Crazy. Should I start it off?
Yeah.
With it might help if I get this peppermint out of my mouth.
What we thanking for the peppermint?
Sucking on that junk.
My breath wasn't even like that. Don't act like that about that. Right, you know what I'm saying? Goodness gracious. All right, so
once again, told on itself I didn't say that.
So what we'll do? So okay, the question is, what motivates you to have a dream? What motivates me to have a dream? You know, this is a very deep question if you try to sit and think about it. So
Don't
let's
go
see
too
if
deep.
we're
Let's go straight.
Let's straight. Okay. All right. She has to say that to me because I'm an Aquarian. I will go there. All right. So what motivates me to have a dream is the acquisition of the desires in life that I want. So the things that I want since I was a kid, to this day, I have still found myself wanting them, and I have a burning desire still to attain them.
Okay.
And throughout time, I have learned that even though they can become elusive when it comes to making them an actual reality, there's still something inside of me that I should be going for, and if I don't, I start feeling lost or unhappy or depressed, or like things ain't going right. Or you see, even in the explanation, how I'm getting smaller. It's a subconscious thing almost.
Okay.
But see, I try not to go deep. My bad.
Message.
But does that make
like
sense? Message.
So wow.
Does that do that? But
Okay.
yeah, that's what motivates me to dream.
What about you, Kim?
Damn, my bad, Joe. This show, my bad, Kim.
I'm constantly I dream, but my dreams are mainly lucid. So I'm mainly like in my dream right now, working towards my dream right now. So I'm constantly in the moment, constantly moving towards that direction or just my goal. I don't even look at it as a dream because it's already like a feasible reality. You know what I mean? I done already got it. I don't have any doubt in my head that it's gonna get to that point. So I'm just on my path till I get there. You know what I mean? Like everything, I'm all tangible things I'll get in time. But yeah, as far as just like dreaming big and stuff, I don't know. I have some ideas that are like beyond. You know what I'm saying?
Your actual,
But you feel like you
beyond what I could reach on my own. Like I have to conquer something. Like I get to a certain level before I could do things like that. Like on some Tesla, you know, like we would love to do some stuff like Tesla, and I love to do experiments.
I do want to partake in
science,
space exploration. You
know
how
what I'm
I feel
saying?
about rockets.
Do test on the vaccines or this or that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But we gotta have a large amount of capital to do stuff like that. So
absolutely.
So everything builds up to that though. So even what we doing right now is building up for me to get to that point to where I could do that. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
so that's
definitely.
Just, I guess
for
that's
me,
my version.
When it comes to what is dreaming for me, so my dream is to make my brand a household name. Like that's a dream for me.
Is that what motivates you to dream?
What motivates me to dream?
You can't escape this. We gonna get to
I'm gonna get there. Y'all is the one who y'all is the one who went the long way around that question.
No, the question
I was
is,
going to mine. Don't cut me off.
Okay.
My answer would just be I don't know.
So my dream is for me to be a household name. What motivates me to do that is because I believe that I have something that I feel like was given to only me.
Yeah.
That I'm supposed to be able to give to somebody else.
Yeah.
My dream is that one day people will say, man, I heard you speak.
Yeah.
Or I came and saw something that you did and it changed my life. Or, you know, even after going and speaking places and people say, man, you know, I was about to kill myself and I thought about you, right, I should love myself more. Those are my dreams. And going out, speaking, looking at my children, those are the things that motivate my dreams to keep doing. Because it's like, you know what, for every person, even if it's only one person in a room that say I affected them in some kind of way, I'm able to push a little bit further, because it's like, well, maybe that was the one person in the room I was supposed to speak to. Whereas like this platform, it gives me the ability to be able to talk to people all over and to have recordings and all of those things. But what motivates me to continue to dream is because every time that I see somebody, even if it's just somebody on the street, that just be like, man, thank you, my smile brighten their day. It's saying I'm on my path. So and that's why
it motivates you.
It motivates you to keep on going.
Dope.
Like even today in church, like today was we started our children's church back today, and it was so amazing. They were just talking. We're on a series about living our best life, and so there was.
I ain't going back with you.
So, but we were talking to children. But what it is, we were talking to children about how they can live their best life, and with kids, bullying is a big thing. You see what I'm saying? So we were just giving examples, and it was one of those things where we trying to show them to be unified. And if you see something wrong, then in order for you to help somebody else live their best life, you gotta stand up and be there. So that motivated me even more, because it was like, dang, look at God still using me in another arena, even though I feel like I'm called to, you know, adults or whatever, but I realize I'm called to people as a whole. So that's what motivates my dream. I told you I was getting to that.
Yeah, that was a great answer. Okay, sister. Won't he do it?
Won't he will.
Okay. All right, so
I don't know the rest. Is that the end of it? I don't know.
Yes,
take the wheel.
So, respectively, I think we've all, at this point in our lives, we've all done some things that have allowed us. We've all done some things that we've are proud of.
Oh, absolutely.
And have accomplished a few of the dreams. Like even this right here in itself is a dream of mine. I think if you go back to one of the old YouTube videos, like one of my old YouTube channels, like you'll see I had like a show like this, but it was way different. You know what I mean? And we were shooting it like in the kitchen or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And with Nate and with Teddy. Teddy was on there singing. And an ex girlfriend of mine. And
he just sending people to go look at who this person is.
They be like, who is his ex?
He swear all the time, like, oh, let me not say that, but then he go right into it.
Girlfriend is.
It's online.
And it was, you know, and there's something about having something that you only see in your head or you dream about for real, and then you're actually in it, living it, like brother said, and like you said, living in it and actually fulfilling it, and then someone coming back to you and being like, wow, like what you did, what you said, touched me, and now I'm inspired to do this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's how you
the best
know you
part.
are in alignment with what it is, with what you got. So let's say you're someone who doesn't know about dream chasing or anything. Like, how would you explain it to them? Let's say I just walked up to you and was like, so hey, K-Nicole, I'm one of the people at your show right afterwards. So I'm like, your show was up there, it was amazing. Okay, so what do I got to do in order for me to be like you? Like, how do I dream chase? How do I?
So see, well, my conversation would shift to, what is it that you feel like only you do great?
Yeah, like, what are your dreams?
Yeah, what is it that you want to do? Like, what is it? Because the thing about it is, the great thing about dreams is you can have so many of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the biggest thing is, what would you do? Like, why I love what I do for a living, every facet of it, is because it's stuff I would do even when I believe this. When God bless me with more money than I can have,
All right.
I'm still gonna be
Exactly.
Yeah.
You speaking that into existence.
Yeah, like, let me just push that in there.
Right. When we get it.
But even when I get there, I'm still gonna do this.
Right.
Like, I don't want my schedule to get. It's so funny. I was just in the barbershop Saturday, as a matter of fact, and the guy said, one of the barbers asked a younger barber who just graduated from college, could you live off $1 million? No stipulations for what he said. But there's a difference in mindset. So basically, he was like, nah, I couldn't live off $1 million. Like, in a couple of years, I'll be broke. But wait, you talking to somebody who just graduated from college, don't have no children. Like, when I told him this, I said, when I was
acquired
just
maybe
out of
about
college,
$54,000 in student loan debt.
Listen, when I was getting out of college, once I ate, I had fed my whole family. I listened to them the whole time, and because I was in the barbershop with other people, I was like, okay, this is not even really my barbershop, so I shouldn't chime in, because I'm like the one lady in the barbershop full of guys.
Yeah, you ain't even supposed to be talking.
Right, kind of, but y'all know my personality. That didn't mean
that like a man talking. That like the man talking in the salon.
Mic check. Hold on, you know. So, but what I said was, I was like, I just kept shaking my head, and as I was shaking my head, one of the barbers who knows me was just like, no, speak on it. I said, you can't get mad at him because he said no. Right. Because he's in a different place in life. So his perspective of what $1 million could do for him, he don't feel like, because he not thinking about surviving. All right. What I told him is, we were indicators. So I was like, I could go down to like a hood spot indicator and give that person $1 million. Within a year, they'll be broke. Right.
I get it.
Not because that they couldn't use the money. It's because their perspective has changed. Whereas you gave me $1 million, I'm finna flip at least 150,000 on something. Everything is going somewhere else. It's your mindset. Right. So that would be
or lack thereof.
Right.
Sound like
so the question that you just
that's
asked,
the financial. That is alluding to our financial episode. We will be talking about financial management.
Right. But the question, based on the question, what you said, that's what I would be trying to find out what a mindset is, because only then can I help to encourage you to what you should do. Because people who mindset are really not ready, if you really dealing with your own self-confidence and you haven't even tried to conquer that part, because it's going to be a fight in your dream. Right. So that's my part.
I hope they get it. I hope they be like, okay, I'm going to be able to chase my dreams now. Because, shit. What about you, Cuzzo?
$1 million wouldn't be gone in 2 years. I tell you that. Yeah, I wouldn't just live off of it. That junk would be invested.
Absolutely.
Right. So let's say, at what point would you walk away from said dream if it's taking too long for you to have these things transpire? Because I think one of the biggest things that happen to all of us, even to me at certain points in life, you lose the desire of it. Let's say it's things that you try to go for that you don't get, and this will lead us into the setting of goals, which is why this is dream chasing and goal setting. Because see, dream chasing, that aspect is more
that's just the beginning.
Yeah, that's kind of more conceptual. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Whereas the goal setting is practical
and making it tangible.
Right.
Absolutely.
So as you took the time to meditate, pray, and smoke or do shrooms, whatever it takes you to get to where you're gonna go, you know, and you've identified your dreams, because dreams are those things that I think you were tying them into saying also are gifts, right? dreams are the things that you desire, just the things that you want.
Right.
And your gifts are the tools given to you to attain those said dreams.
I agree with it.
So I think when you can identify what your gifts are personally, then at that point you're able to go towards your dreams. You know what I mean? Or at least quicker. You can get there other ways as well, or any other way you can get there as well, right? Luck, or some come up on a female or a dude, however you see that, a shortcut. But for the most part, in the acquisition of these dreams are your own, or the goals are your own, you'd have to definitely start with your, boy, I am dropping some gems on y'all ass today. All right, so. Okay. Blue Pill, man, we need you on the show. We need you on the show, man.
44. Power 44.
For the power 44, man. We need you for 44-minute interview. That's it. If we can do that.
Yeah, let's get back to the topic, y'all. They'll drop so many drops.
I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. We all good. We all good. So the question is there ever a time to get away from a dream?
To quit it?
Yeah.
Give up.
Because, I mean, that's why a lot of people aren't happy right now. They work at 9-to-5s and jobs or doing things that they don't want to do.
But that's not chasing their dream, though.
Exactly. They gave up. So is there, at what point does one be like, I tell you like this, I tell you now, I see it most times it's because the people will put it, or they'll blame it on their children, when your children should not be a reason why you stop chasing your dreams.
They should be the reason. They should be one of the reasons that make you harder. Because I can definitely say that.
I agree.
I don't, stuff like that.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, you have to understand, when things are hard. See, dreams come and they're just that. They are basically like a visual of something that you would like to attain, right?
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, nothing in that road to it says that you're gonna get it. It comes to you easy in a dream.
Right.
But work, perseverance, diligence, actually putting time into it is what will get you there. And sometimes people don't want to put that work in, and that's what will burn you out. The dream have to be so important to you to attain.
Yeah. That you never stop.
Yeah, that you don't stop. Yeah, because
I agree.
The most famous people. Yeah, some of the most famous people, they get to a point. Like Lil Duval was recently saying it. Like he was like, "Man, I'm at the point." No, he at the point like, "Shoot, I done made it. Like I could be good right here." Right. But I love it. Something else happened. He like, "Dang, this was beyond my wildest dream." Like
that song, right?
It's a.
He wasn't even expecting that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He made a #1 Billboard. So shout out to you, Lil Duval.
Shout out,
if you want to come on to the show, I know you bunking your thing. You know what I'm saying? If
you got a lot to be smiling for.
Right. I mean, it's all love, man. It ain't no hate around
that's
here.
That's what we was playing with for the kids today too. But
dope,
that's the biggest thing.
#1 song,
the
man.
name.
There's one of my favorite gospel songs. Not just I'll take it, but it's that is one. I like that song. Listen, I like that. We was playing a radio version for the kids, but what I love is this song. It says, it's the words to the song say, "Your plans for me go beyond my wildest dreams." And it's like, I know I've had some wild dreams about where I want to be, but to know that God's plans for me go beyond what I could even dream, it take me back to what I was just saying about Lil Duval. It's like, dang, man, he was so honored just to be where he at. Yeah. And then that was just like scraping. It's like beautiful. So
let's give some negative energy for the people that's not going to make it, though, because there's a lot of people that's not going to make it out there.
That's true.
This sounds really good, but a lot of y'all not gonna make it. Some of y'all aren't smart.
That's real.
Some of y'all aren't go-getters. Some people do have to make the burger. Some people do gotta bag the groceries. You know what I'm saying?
But
until the robot replaces.
That's what they wish to attain.
Right. Yeah.
And they're comfortable.
Some people gotta sit in the front of Walmart and wave at me.
Some people gotta be
when I walk in and walk out and never check my bag.
Right. Hey,
you good? You good?
Hey, let me see the receipt right
You be like, I need to show you, man.
Right. Don't you hate when they actually stop you?
He's like, I thought that's what you do. Nah, I'm just saying, hey, I'm a greeter. I'm a greeter. Some people are greeters, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is, nothing's wrong with if you are the greeter. But if you're the greeter, be the best greeter.
Right.
Don't just be that. Don't have.
I'm sorry. I kind of hear what brother's saying, though. No one dreams to be the greeter.
You don't
I got some family that's off. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know that.
And I know Bro ain't never gonna be. Bro,
That might be true.
The reason that I say that because there's his name is Mr. Bill. His name is Robert, but you call him Mr. Bill for whatever reason. I never understood that.
Why is Bill short for Robert?
Yeah. But anyway,
it is.
It is. Weird, So anyway, but he's a older white man. He's at the Walmart that's off 78 in Stone Mountain. Mr. Bill loved being there. Like I hated days when he wasn't there and they put somebody else there, and I would go to that Walmart. I just be looking like, why are you even standing here?
You want to know what Mr. Bill really? He actually disliked being home with his wife.
Right?
Mr. Bill not married. I've
and he want to be in there looking at tail all day.
Cause she be right.
He like it's better than me being at home.
Because guess what? And guess what? I don't feel like nothing's wrong with that.
Because he still go to work, he gonna die. Mr. Bill settled in life.
No,
he ended up getting married, having kids at a young age.
Mr. Bill is old.
When folks get to that age,
bitter.
But when you get to a certain age, you gotta figure out something else. The dream changes after you attain certain things. You get to a certain place, the dream changes. It's not always the same.
When you get that old, you on cruise control.
I feel like it's nothing wrong. He stand there. He don't have to get no cards. He just greet people. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Walmart.
And just look at that tail when you leaving.
Right. They're going to be dirty Mr. Bill again.
Well, got a good job. They pay me for this.
I don't have no problem with Mr. Bill doing it, because if that's the case, Mr. Bill getting paid to stand there and it's men that I see walking down the street that see all of that and they don't even speak. So, I mean, hey, I would prefer to see Mr. Bill.
Okay, I dig it though, and I promise you, I see what you mean.
Shout out to Mr. Bill if you're watching this right now, man.
Don't look.
Happy
I think
birthday.
everyone has dreams, and when you don't,
happy 89th birthday.
I think because we gonna get to goal setting now. My biggest fear was being an older person in my old age and being a shoulda, coulda, would, thinking about all the things I shoulda, coulda, and would have done, and that's just something I know I couldn't live with. So because of that, I do all types of things that people might think are crazy or abnormal to chase my dreams. That's why I moved to LA, selling everything I had, but in pursuit of my dreams. And people thought because I came back, I fell off. But no, pimping, I just finished school and got to my daughter. And here I am, you know what I'm saying? Still dream chasing. We never stop. We still, you know what I mean? So you continue to go with, I know. I love you, Trinity.
That was a little woo moment.
Well, I know. But see, that's what it takes, though. That goes into what you were saying.
It's like some unsung.
You're gonna get into some points in your life where it's gonna be hard to continue to go for them. So you have to push through.
But that's where perseverance comes in. That's where the true belief in the dream being a reality comes in.
And you know what? So with that perseverance, that stands on the back of you setting goals. Because see, you can have all of these aspirations and all these plans and all of this stuff to go, but it don't work unless you got them set up as real goals.
All right, that makes it real.
But you have to go from the thing is, in chasing a dream, you got to go from having the dream to getting to it. Like you can't chase it just chasing in your sleep, because there are some people that's all they do. They have these wonderful dreams, hopes, and aspirations that they have to do, but the only time they're thinking about it is when they don't have nothing else to do. Versus putting things in place to make sure that you're in the right, you're amongst the right people in order for you to get there.
Which is
some people just assume like, hey, it's gonna happen because I dreamed it, so this is gonna happen. But faith without works is dead. So none of that means anything.
You know what? Do I got this Apple sign covered up on the back? Does that matter? I think it matters for copyright reasons. I don't know. It don't matter. Okay. So, well, we are going into our third segment anyway, which is the beautiful part of the goal setting. Before we transition on over, once again, we are always we're not taking calls today. No calls today. We are on the live chat though, so if y'all do have a question or something y'all want us to address, we are on Facebook Live right now. We are also on our YouTube Live. So just type in "That's How You Feel" show.
Sorry, I just couldn't see my face.
Just type it in, and we'll be right there, of course. And then y'all also know y'all always be prepared. Sundays, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern
Standard Time. Thank you.
Yeah, call us in. All right, so now that we've taken this beautiful little break, why are goals important? I think we just kind of got into that. That was what my producer told me to ask y'all. I'm sorry. But to finish what we were going off, goals are important because they are the blueprints or the pathways to the acquisitions of your dreams, from taking them into concept, into real tangible, practical things that you can do. And you start off, I think, let's say if you have a large goal to let's do something easy, like start a podcast, right? So then how do you do that? And you write it down. I always write my stuff down. I don't know.
Write a vision, make it plain. So others that read it will be able to run with it. So
everything that I've ever done up to this point in my life, I promise y'all probably figure out it's because I've written it down. And I didn't start writing stuff down until maybe about, I don't know, it used to just be raps and poems like when I was young, but then it turned in like my mid-20s, and I started actually writing out. I'd break them down into like 5 sections, like, you know, finance, health, career, you know, kid, you know, because I always had my daughter in my mind and everything that I did, so it was always her included. And journal. And then you, underneath each section, you would write what it took to accomplish that. You know what I mean? So steps. The actual steps, the real things that you would have to do to get that done. You know what I mean? And each bit that you knock off, each little, I almost see it like the outline that we used to have to do in school. Remember, Shay? We used to have Miss Harrison. You said, "I love you, Miss Harrison." She used to have us write them outlines, though. I used to be real good at it. I used to write an outline so good we just make copies and pass it around in the class. My actual notes didn't mean to brag. I'm just saying. But I see that in my head now to this day. I still see them outlines, and you just write it out, and you be able to knock them things out. It's ways of taking it from here.
And it gives you something to look back at and say, dang, okay, I've done this part, I've done this. It's a great checklist of being able to get to that point. I definitely agree with you. In a place that I'm in, even now, when we first started getting it together, trying to figure out what we're going to do, we started goals and lists and times and all of those things. So I definitely agree with it because we revisit it regularly of going and say, okay, so have we done this? Have we done this? To be able to see. So I think the setting of goals shows you how far you come from the initial dream to steps of getting
it allows you to
event.
Like you can measure it.
Absolutely.
You have methods of measuring that peppermint, my bad. Yeah, absolutely. And cousin Kevin, we had a conversation about this, and I don't know why he do this all the time. He get quiet on, but he's so outspoken. Otherwise, he'll get it. But
it's coming, y'all.
He'll talk to
I be listening to y'all guys. I'm learning because, like, bro, you know, you just told me recently to start writing stuff.
Right. I've been trying to get you to write.
I'm very abstract. I don't write nothing down. Even math, I do all in my head. I don't never. When
There's a lot of people that's
like you want to talk about school, like how they always like show your work.
They
would give me an X and be like, "Oh, you ain't show your work. You cheated." I'm like, "No, I did. I got my own. I do it in my head."
Right. That's dope.
So everything I just was always keeping my stuff like that. Now I look back, like I wish I was documenting everything and stuff like that. So. You know, I went and bought like a couple of notebooks, start writing stuff down, and you know, we talked about all that, the podcast ideas, all that. It started on that notebook. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know what I'm saying. You already had all your stuff already written down, but the first thing in my
your ability to enlighten somebody else also help them to get closer. to that.
The first thing in my notebook that I bought, I had to go buy a notebook and buy a pen for was to write about this podcast ideas and names and you know, like every page something different.
You came up with the name. Cousin Kevin, the one who came up with the name for the,
along with about 30 other ones. So I don't know if that really.
But ours is.
It's not like
ours is the best one. I looked on YouTube. It is like another one or something like that. But they've been doing it for like 2-3 years, and I ain't never heard of them.
I don't know.
I don't know. In the comedy world, whoever got the better joke owns it. Whoever does the joke better owns it. Not to say that I take jokes because I don't believe in it. I'm just saying. Okay. Anyway.
But I always been abstract with them, with the goals, man. But I'm trying to just add to my tool set. You know what I mean? It's always about up. As far as with me, the main thing that's important, the thing that ties brings together the dream and the goals into actual fruition is upgrading your skill set, getting more knowledgeable, learning, education. The more the more in tune and the smarter you are.
There we go.
With that stuff. You know what I mean?
Look, okay. See, y'all don't see it, but I know Cousin Kevin, right? And I'm trying to get him to pull out the metaphysical aspect of this because he was about to allude to it right now. But there's something into taking something that was just an idea.
Right.
Absolutely.
And then when you put it on paper, it becomes real.
Right.
It's no longer
it
just
something
just
Something
that you
also can show. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Because
For one, you can prove it in law. Like you can write it off, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is oftentimes in dreams, you're not able to verbalize it.
Yeah.
You're not able to
speak it like you want
into
to
a person so that they pick up the dream and because I'm good at writing out what I want. For me, I feel like I'm a better storyteller. So it's like I want to be able to say it to you and you get it, but a lot of people don't get it. So it's sometimes like, okay,
I like you saying that though before you do that because I don't want you to because people tend to in that moment that's when they stop.
Absolutely.
Because they'll look for someone to get it, but you can't because no one is going to get your vision because it's not their eyes.
There. Exactly.
So regardless, it's been unlimited amount of times where I've continued to go in the direction of my vision despite everything else I heard and came out absolutely right at the end. You know what I mean? It strengthened that shit. All right. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So no, I think that's a great point. I think that
keep going, y'all. Keep going.
It doesn't matter if this is what I had to find out for myself. Stop looking for the validation of your dream.
Oh yeah, girl.
Because the fact that the dream came to you made it valid. I think for me, some of the things that I wanted to do is beyond the fathomable, is unfathomable to other people because it's like, oh well, yeah, I could kind of see you doing it, but they couldn't. They just say that it's because they know I've been in fashion for years or all of these things. But for me, it's like slick hating. Yeah, it's slick hate. It really is. It's like, well, nobody really calls a spade. You took it really to that point. Yeah. And
they need to see it. They need to hear it.
They need. But the thing is, I believe who I was called to draw,
no one can stop.
I draw. Yeah. And it's funny because I always take it back to something in the Bible, but let me help somebody. David had a dream, told it to his family. They did not believe it. It took almost 20-something years for it to come to fruition, which it wouldn't have if everybody would have got on the bandwagon.
Right.
Oftentimes, our dreams include people that we care and love about because at the heart of a lot of people, it's community. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And when I say community, I mean family.
I'm not even a Christian, but what she just said just then.
That's true. So the thing about it is... What? Sadly, and it's funny because Bishop just preached a message about this, is that sadly people won't get on the bandwagon for your dream and it includes them. It includes your come up. Yeah. Like this. Yeah. Me not getting on a bandwagon or Kev or whatever, us not all getting on a bandwagon was deterring us because the dream was about all of us being able to make this happen. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But imagine, or if it ever was, which we don't have this situation, but say it was a situation where Chuck was like, forget it, nah, y'all not getting it, nobody. It would have still been months before we finally just got it together. Like, there's still things that we want to do for the show, but it's like, okay, when are we going to at least start? We got to start, get something out there.
That's like, the biggest thing we needed to do. Yeah, when
transparent moment. Yeah. First show, I was upset. Yeah.
She went off on me after the show, y'all. Y'all wasn't the only one who was like,
I can't.
There was a lot going on.
It was hard. Yeah. But on the same token, I also had to my own advice of what I'm using right now. We have to start somewhere. Yeah. And every time you start, everything's not going to be all together. So don't feel like, oh, well, it didn't go right the first time. Because guess what? That first time showed you what you needed. Right. It showed you what else you need to add. Yeah. It showed you what not to do the next time. So if you notice, and it's crazy because I get a little emotional because this like really big for me.
It's how you feel, baby girl. It's really talk about how you feel.
It's because if you notice how our shows have gone on, one of the things things that I ask them, I don't have a problem with profanity per se. I just prefer it not to be so much so because of what we're trying to build and what our personal brands and us collectively. So I said, can we just tone it down so people can actually get something from us? Now, yeah, it's gonna be times where we turn up and all of that, but there are other things we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And
you can holler at Kevin individually, he gonna be crazy. You holler at me individually, I'm gonna be crazy. You know what I mean?
And it's different in our private and public lives. But at the end of the day, this is collectively a brand. We are. And so the brand has to be brandable.
And the goal is a high paying sponsor, a whole bunch of shows, a lot of money, new opportunities. The sky's the limit on it.
I said all of that to say, right? I said all that to say this is that you have to start somewhere. And us starting got us on the launch pad. So it actually took us from where we started out. Okay, we had a dream. The thing was have a show. We got the show. Okay, every week we've done something like today. Today was the first day we were able to get on YouTube Live. We've been doing Facebook and Instagram. But today, I feel like God saw fit to say, you know what? Y'all done your due diligence. Now y'all ready. Now it's time to go. What? We got comments from people and everything. So again, you have to celebrate. That's the other thing. Celebrate even the small things, right? Because those are the things you can look back and say, "Dang, we conquered that." Like I did it. When he found, if you go back to the beginning of this live, when he saw that he had got on, if you catch the first 15 seconds, he was like, I'm so smart. Yes. Because he got it. And my thing is I want to encourage him, not just because he's my friend, not just because he's my brother, but because he's another person who has a dream and he wanted us to go live. There's work that's done behind the scenes that a lot of times people don't get until you step out and do it on your own. I've said for years that entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. It's not. You can't. This is a different kind of life. But on the same token, it's us stepping out on faith and believing that there's something on the inside of us that's so great that we can maintain our family, maintain roofs over our head, gas in our car notes, all of those things. And there's a different drive that comes from it. So I think even with dreaming, it's an entrepreneur type thing. Yeah, because you gotta brand that thing. It's like a baby. I have to make sure that it's fed, that it's growing, that it's covered at all times. So I think when it comes down to goal setting and getting there, you need to treat this like a living, breathing thing. And when you stop doing what it needs to be,
treat it like a brick. You just get it in, got it in, you got to break it down, wrap it up in place, send it up.
What? You can tell he don't know nothing about that.
That'd be another episode of podcast conversation. No, just kidding, guys.
But no, what I'm saying is the second that you stop treating it as something that is breathing, it dies. Right. The second that it don't get no energy, the second that it doesn't get any sunlight, the second that it doesn't get any air, it's dead.
Yeah. So needless to be said, guys, goals are what you need to get whatever it is that you want.
Right. Absolutely.
It's not complicated. But it won't start unless you identify what it is you want. And I think a lot of people never even sit down and take the time to ask themselves, what in the hell do I really want? And be bold enough and not afraid of being selfish for that moment. Oh, yeah. Because you got one day your kids are going to be older than 18 and all out the house. And you're going to be like, so what's next? What do I do now? Because you stopped. So to keep that from happening, you never sacrifice you in the pursuit of everything. I know that sounds contradictory to what we're told. Everyone always said you got to push your kid, you got to put your kids first and all that. You still take care of your kids, don't get me wrong.
I had my kids down bad with me. They out there with me.
He said they out there with you.
I'm like, this how we get it, baby. You better go get it. You better go get it. Now she gets
it. You don't push your kids away.
No, my
you
kids
pull them
brand me
with
too.
you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Came in cold shirts.
I'm telling you.
When I came out with Killer Curves, my baby was like, Mommy, so where the little kids' shirts? Absolutely. When we praying in the morning, they praying that money not an issue for us in order for my mom's brand to get. So, yeah, include your children in it. Because guess what? You are also giving them the tools to dream themselves.
Yeah, they're going to be inspired by you. They're going to be inspired by you.
And eliminate that fear.
That's who I want to inspire the most anyway.
Right. If you afraid to dream for yourself,
Yeah.
dream for your kids and let them see you do that.
Absolutely.
And then
Absolutely.
they will produce what you want them to produce without you having to
That's the
tell
real return
them
on
or to
any
force them
investment.
in school or
Absolutely.
whatever. They gonna want to do it.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
you know, I just look forward to, you know, all the things that I'll be able to continue to share with my kid and children, my future children, you know, because that's what it's about. Everything that we're doing right now is in the preparation for our future. And I know my dreams is so that my dreams don't just include what me being happy at the end of the day. My dreams include all of y'all. I want you to be able to get that, all that money in the house and all that stuff. You want to at least be a part of that.
Absolutely.
You, Cuzzo, you know what I mean? You, Shay, H, we done talked about it. Our studio producer, the studio owner, H, be quiet. He just posted up over there chilling on his phone. But he want to get rich too. You know, at least financially in a position to where you don't have to make decisions based on
and that's
income.
the great thing about H2, just as a quick plug, is H got the place to be able to be the stepping stone for so many people who want to do live,
complete their goals
to do it. So just to see even his goals or where he want to go, it's
Making
like when
others-
you
other people's dreams.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That helps you with yours.
What helps you with yours is helping somebody else's.
Yep.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we're coming almost to the close of the show. Real quick.
Really?
What are some of your
Already?
goals? Yeah.
All right, that shit went fast. Okay, hold on. Before we go all the way out.
We ain't going all the way out. What are your goals?
Okay. What are we? Okay, so let's be a little personal then. Let's so we give y'all some ideas. Not only have we talked about it and how to go about it, let's see if we can. Cuzzo was real strong about this in the beginning in the creation of the show, making sure that we provided solutions, and real tangible ways of going about things. So my goals, my upcoming goals, now that my most recent, I have them set up to where I have major goals, and I can't tell all you niggas everything because I still got things up my sleeve.
Yeah, don't give them an idea now.
Right, you know what I mean? But my biggest one.
Too deep with it. There you go.
Well, at the end of the day, Antaros Entertainment Group.
Right.
Just so y'all know, the big thing, Antaros is an entertainment group. So not only do we do movies and videos and video production from this show and stuff like that, but we also do music. So I got not only an album that I'm working on secretly, it ain't a secret no more, but a 5-track EP.
What?
Right, see, that's what I'm saying. You didn't even know that. It's a lot of people that know I got music. Y'all can go on MySpace, Schizophrenic Hit Company. I got like 6 songs on
MySpace still
there.
around?
He made music
It's
like
still up.
Eddie
It's still
Murphy.
out there.
I didn't know.
You ever
Yeah.
do you listen to Eddie Murphy's music?
Do not do me like, do not
My
put me
girl
in there.
likes to party.
Man, no.
No, the other. I'm
No.
talking about what's the other one?
Even though
Where he
that
like
was,
in the clouds.
that
with-
was
That
Michael
was-
Jackson.
He in the
You talking about
clouds
with Michael Jackson. You talking about what's up with you?
What's up with you?
What's up? What's up with you?
That's it.
Don't
Okay.
You know you did.
I love that.
And Will-
shit.
and
I
Will
love that
Smith.
song though.
And Will Smith.
Buzzes in the mountains.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Come on.
Buzzes in the
Bring
trees.
it back,
trying to
bring
get
it
y'all
back,
like
bring it
Yeah,
back.
right. So anyway,
I did.
I didn't went off. What was I saying?
You got 5-song EP.
5 songs, yeah. So we working on, me and I got an artist that we working on his album too. So that'll be the first coming out of the music group. And there's gonna be 2 little, you know what I'm saying, little small projects just so y'all can know that I'm really musically talented as well.
That's what's up.
And then we got I'm still writing the script for the movie. You know what I mean?
You gonna be eating chicken this time?
Hell no, man. Why y'all do me like that?
It was just a joke. Just
Dang, I know. Y'all always do me like that.
Come on, you have
Now,
30
so-
seconds.
All right, I got 30
Push
seconds.
it
All right,
back.
so
You
30
gotta
seconds left
push
for
it
my
back.
own shameless plug. All right, so yeah, so this right here, this podcast, the creation of it, was also one of my most recent goals. So, you know, I just graduated from college like earlier this year, so that was a major goal. Things that went on in my personal life, if you know, you know, that was a major goal. So now that those were all finished, I've been able to. It took me maybe about a good 2 months to create all the new goals and all the new things that I wanted out of life, and then which started with me asking myself, what did I truly want? Now that I knew what I know and that we're out, you know, and I lined them up, and so now we're on that trajectory. You know, I still am an actor. I still got some auditions coming up. We filming right now.
That's what's up.
And so yeah, and they're my goals.
Oh, you busy.
Yeah, I'm super busy,
You in the
man.
mix.
Oh, and I got
Booked and
I'm
busy.
booked. I'm booked. Yeah, I'm hosting a wedding next week. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff going on. So I host. Hire me. I host.
What's my goals? What I'm doing?
Or just goals, period.
This podcast, the main thing I'm focused on, but like as far as in in my everyday, like just podcasts, and right now I'm more on some I'm trying to like be a teacher. I'm really trying to like teach other people. Like I be more entertained and by my children when when I just see my oldest, I see her out here getting it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Her shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One right there.
At Kazuko.
Right.
Some very
That's
nice
his
stuff.
daughter. The thing, he rocking that, and even the first his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Is coming up with this.
Yeah, my kid grown. I don't think I just got like a.
Yeah, they
really
got.
Yeah, she 18.
I'm the one with
right. She 18. My goddaughter 18.
She 19.
She 19.
I waited till I was at least grown to find out some children. They was.
Right, yeah. I mean, mine 15, but still though, she's starting stuff, and that she got that drive that from you. She, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Our first steps was out just selling stuff. You know what I'm saying? So.
Is that your last goal?
No, my last goal is my youngest daughter. So I'm working hard on her. I'm trying to get her because she's more just education based. She's like a bookworm and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get her more into the street savvy and thinking about stuff like that. Try to see what kind of business she want to do.
Meet her in her comfort zone.
Right. I'm just my whole thing is just be honing in on their skills.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just saying in the fact of technology's super big right now. That reading, all of that kind of stuff, coming up with something.
It'll just be like I sit my kids down. I say, boom, what's your interest? What's your goals? I'd be more interested in what they want to do. Like if you could get paid money to do anything you want to do, what would you do? And then they tell me, and then I say, okay, well then I'm gonna buy the things for you to start being able to do that. So by the time you get to the age of 16, 17, 18, when you about to get out of high school, you could already have a flow of income. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, and then go to college and not be a broke student. You know what I'm saying? You got a cash flow generator you done already had for 3 years.
I'm definitely in that same place when it comes to goals. I have some personal goals or some things. So of course y'all know I'm trying to finish my book, and so that's a big thing for me, especially right now with like what's going on with the Me Too movement and everything. So right now I'm definitely trying to finish that. We're almost into the editing stages, so that's really big.
I'm
but
excited.
Also just trying to get more on doing like the workshops and things like that. Like today was really important to me. It means a lot to me to be able to motivate people, because I at one time in my life couldn't find motivation and had to really fall in love with self and realize motivation is self-motivation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have to start there first. So that's why today was so important. Even what you said, Kev, about just your children, helping them with their goals. Those are definitely some of the goals, because like both of my girls want to be YouTubers, so like they so excited about me getting out and doing this because they've been on production sets with me, and they seen their mom doing makeup and hair and fashion and all of that for a long time. So at this point, it's like the fact that they seen it, it's amazing, because it's like, Mom, this is what I want to do. They look at YouTube more than they look at regular TV shows. So just trying to keep cultivating that, as well as
planting them seeds.
Planting the seeds of that they can do it, of motivation, of confidence, because those are things like that your kids really need. And I don't want to put things off on my children that I may have had, whether it was low self-esteem, negative body images. It's so many things. And so that's the change that I am trying to attain. And Chucky's trying to get us back on Facebook Live, because Facebook Live checked all on us. But again, just with that being said, those are some of the things that I'm trying to do, and that actually leads us to our last segment, and that is affirmations. I'm gonna push it back over to Chucky. As far as affirmations, go, what are some of the things you do with affirmations? I have like a whole routine with affirmations.
See, that shit crazy, because
I should have started with them. You should have started with them.
Okay, so let's start, because they both like, what in the world?
Right, well, I got my affirmation.
So,
I got a crystal on. You know, I got an affirmation on my shirt, baby. Read it. I don't know what it says, but it's positive.
It's positive.
Go ahead, you read. Tell me what it says.
What the shirt say?
It's backwards.
We
Oh, it is backwards.
We have
You gotta get in the mirror to read this junk.
Yeah, that was creative.
nitrogen in
I see
our,
nitrogen in our brains, 93%.
You see what I'm talking about? That's so creative.
And soulmate.
That reminds me what we're doing for y'all who are listening just to the iTunes podcast.
That is deep. We are
Chemical
all
is
stars
reading
with people names.
Kevin. Yeah, he's reading
That was
everything's
deep. I like
shirt.
that message.
Listen.
All right, I see.
It's a dope little message.
We are all stars with people names.
Okay, that's dope.
That's gonna be our
What they say when the master start getting taught? What they say?
I don't know, but I know what you mean.
Student becomes the teacher.
Yeah, the student become the teacher.
That's dope, man. I look forward. So to go ahead, because we are toward the end. I guess now we've addressed our goals and everything we wanted to do. What the hell are affirmations?
So affirmations are.
I don't know, Shay. I don't know.
Exactly.
What's
what
affirm
they're
mean? Do you know what affirm
is something
mean? I do.
affirm?
Action.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
No.
I know. I'm just talking.
To affirm.
I'm playing goofy for people who don't understand.
So affirmations are things
Y'all
that
attacking
affirm what you already believe.
Right.
And so, like, for me, I always have had like sticky notes on my mirrors that just say you the baddest.
Right.
Like literally, because guess what? If I don't believe it, I don't really care if nobody else believe it. Cause I never again in my life, because I have been there, and guess what? There are people that are still there, that are still dealing with the fact that you need somebody else to affirm you.
Okay.
So you should be able to get in the mirror and say you look good. When I take these lashes off, I still look good. When I take these braids out, I still look good. And I have to believe that for myself. It's so many people out here say, what is it that they call it? People call it now.
Beijing.
No, I mean, like they thirsty. People thirsty.
Oh, thirst for attention.
Yeah, they thirsting for attention.
No,
you don't have to thirst for attention when you give it to yourself. You're not looking for somebody.
Right, you speaking power into yourself with affirmations.
It's speaking power.
Right.
So I have like Chemical will be a household name. You can do this, like all of these different things. It's all in your mind. All of those things are making you be able to feel better. I'm living my best life. Really.
So that's the
Lil
case.
Devon,
That could be a great affirmation. That could be
Yeah.
one right there. So if you don't know what an affirmation is, you can take that, the song that you sing all the time, that you live in your best life, and even if you're not, you can use that.
All my affirmations always start with I am.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I do too.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, and now my old spiritual advisor, she had to teach me that word like 10 years ago, and she was like, she gave me a book, like a book, like with a whole bunch of affirmations.
Fine. I miss her.
Then she was like, don't call her a spiritual advisor. She's just a chick that massage people with crystals.
No, she really got it. She do Reiki and everything.
She got some tail. But
she fine.
But yeah, gave me a book, bunch of affirmations, and she said, all right, start saying these, reading these, keep saying these in your head. And she was like, but then by the next time I see you, I want you to have a whole bunch. Write your own. Start writing your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like whenever somebody says, hey, how you doing? You hear me say, I've been saying the same one ever since then. When somebody says, hey, like just a stranger walk by, hey, how you doing? I always say, I'm absolutely magnificent, dwelling in the divine.
He do say that.
You know what I'm saying? And they always stop in their tracks and they go, say it again. Or the chick be like, dang, I wish I was doing that great or something. I'm like, you can be. Right. You know what I'm saying? She's like, say it again. I'm like, I am absolutely magnificent, dwelling in the divine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say I'm good. Or like, I'm alright, or when you say, people just be like, just trying to make it, get by.
Yeah,
No.
I say fantabulous.
Exactly.
Amazing.
You need to be on that level.
So
It's
for
speaking
those
in the
people
power.
in Chuck who didn't know what affirmation was.
Speak your truth.
Now I can say that my affirmation would be,
I'm smart.
I was gonna say I am proud of everything that I do, and I see my accomplishments, and that lets me know that I'm capable. So
your affirmation would be,
the success
I am capable.
Okay, yeah, I'm capable of all things.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And there's nothing, and I believe that there is nothing that I really can't do if I wanted to do it. Thank you, Mama, for letting me believe that. And so to this day, there's nothing that I can't do. That's why I do all kind of crazy things, but I get things happen.
But that's the other reason for
I did for real. I was doing that as a ploy.
Reaffirm the things that you believe. things that you feel, or guess what? Affirmations also help you to not just be reminded, but also put it into your mind and tell you certain things. So really quickly, I looked up the definition for people. So the definition is the act or instance of affirming, state of being affirmed, the assertion that something exists or is true. That's my favorite one.
Affirm.
Something that is affirmed, a statement or proposition that is declared to be true. So declare those things, affirm those things. Today's show was absolutely amazing. I hope that it actually fed not just your mind, but your mind, body, and spirit, and push you in a place where not
eventually
only
our bellies. Don't forget to donate. We got sponsors. I'm sorry.
And also push you in a place where you will start not just dreaming, but chasing your dream. Remember, even in chasing your dream, that you have to write down your goals and put those things into perspective so that you have a written guideline. Again, write the vision, make it plain so that others may come along and read it and be able to run with it as well. And lastly, to make sure that you have affirmations that will affirm what you believe. And if you don't believe it, keep saying it to yourself. It'll be so engulfed into your mind that you literally will sweat those affirmations. So until the next time, from Cole, Chucky, and Kev, we just want to say we are all stars.
Oh, we are all stars in the dope
names.
Show.
That
we
was
are
so
all stars.
dope.
So,
yeah, that was good. That was good.
I hope she
and
did that
before,
sober. You think you can make something like that sober? Come up
sober,
with some, and she makes the stuff up on her own.
Yeah, that's
she don't get
like,
this.
I
be like,
literally
okay. So we do gotta go.
Next week.
No, yeah, next week's episode, guys. Y'all prepare. We got a guest. First guest, as a matter of fact, Dijon DeCosta, and it's gonna be a great episode about prison reform.
He is the newest elect of the DeKalb County School Board of Education,
and he's also a Stone Mountain representative. Stone Mountain has been doing produced some amazing people.
Yeah, he is.
You got me. You got Childish Gambino. You got Lala. You got
OJ the Juice Man.
No, you got Sci-Hi the Prince. You got
Man.
Scotty.
That was so
Jagged. Okay, anyway, so it's gonna be about prison reform and about education as well, because we do care about the kids, and that's very important. So,
and that was something that you guys asked for. So know that when you ask for things, that we definitely are listening. Thank you for everybody that tuned in on Facebook Live. Thank you guys for tuning in on YouTube Live. Cupcake. Yes, thank you so very much. And she actually said something to you, that there are a lot of sliding scale dentists in the Atlanta area.
So
yeah,
for
that's
dentists
why I said, if you
without
refer
money.
back earlier, I remember I said I make too much. Like if I make too
No,
little.
she was just saying there's some on a sliding scale that can help you. That's
That's why I slide. If you make too much, too less is gonna slide.
Okay, see, we got them started again. But again, thank you
all right, guys.
so
Good night,
much
man. That's it, man. Thanks for checking out. That's how you feel.
Chase your dreams. Put down your goals and write affirmations. Thank you guys.
Right, eliminate fear.
We are all stars
tonight.
Shout out to my bears.
Stars
in the dope show
names.
With people's names.
On the People's Station, B103. I'm just playing. I can't say that. We can't say that. We can't really do that, can we? No.